Allow me to paint a picture for you, one that reveals a stark and unsettling reality. Your jobs are for sale. Yes, you heard me right. Despite countless job openings, securing stable employment has become a Herculean task. The traditional 9-to-5 job is fading away, and looming on the horizon are technological advancements poised to render entire industries obsolete. Add to this the relentless march of globalization, which has shipped entire industries overseas in search of cheaper labor, and you start to see a landscape that is not just changing, but transforming beyond recognition.
Let's start back 5, 10 years, maybe 20 years ago. Basically, information and communication technology allowed factories to unbundle, and we got all this offshoring. But that affected manufacturing. And the same technology allowed automation, but again, mostly in manufacturing. The technology that's coming, all this digital technology you talked about, that's affecting the service sector, not the manufacturing sector. About 20 to 30% of people work in manufacturing sector, but 2/3 work in the service sector. So the technology going forward, in my mind, both in terms of globalization and automation, will be replacing jobs in the service sector much faster than in the manufacturing sector.
Let's talk about the death of the 9-to-5 job. The gig economy has risen like a tidal wave, bringing with it a flood of short-term contracts and freelance work. Platforms like Uber, Airbnb, and Upwork offer flexibility. Yes, but at the cost of job security, benefits, and consistent income. People are craving a better work-life balance, and remote work has shown us that productivity isn't tied to a desk in an office. But this greatly benefits the employers as well and plays right into their hands. Companies are adopting hybrid models to save on overhead costs. Employers can save significantly on rent, utilities, maintenance, and other costs associated with maintaining a physical office. For large companies, these savings can amount to millions of dollars annually. But maybe the biggest door we unlocked for companies with this remote work renaissance is the access to a global talent pool. You see, employers are no longer limited to hiring within a specific geographic location. They can recruit the best talent from anywhere in the world, leaving the local domestic workers more and more expendable. Remote work is a strategic advantage for businesses. As companies continue to adapt to this new model, they stand to gain considerably, positioning themselves for greater success in an increasingly digital and globalized world. And then there's technology. Automation and artificial intelligence are advancing at breakneck speed, with the potential to disrupt entire industries. In manufacturing, robots are replacing human workers for tasks like assembly and packaging. Retail is feeling the pinch too, with self-checkout systems and online shopping reducing the need for cashiers and sales associates. AI is revolutionizing white-collar jobs as well. Algorithms can perform data entry, analysis, and even make decisions faster and more accurately than humans. The legal industry, for example, is seeing AI-driven software that can review documents and identify relevant information better than junior lawyers. The transportation industry isn't immune either. Self-driving technology threatens the jobs of truck drivers, delivery personnel, and bus drivers. As these technologies become more reliable, the need for human drivers will diminish, displacing a large segment of the workforce.
Do me a favor. Close your eyes and imagine what globalization is. No, really. Close your eyes and bring up into your mind a photograph of globalization. How many of you are looking at a cargo ship with lots of containers on it? Today, I'd like to change that image of globalization in your mind. Indeed, I'd like to change the way you think about globalization. And more than that, I'd like to raise your level of anxiety a little bit. You see, I think future globalization will be very different than the globalization we know today and the globalization we've known in the past.
Because the International Monetary Fund has warned that 40% of all jobs around the world will be impacted by AI. It says the effect is even more pronounced in the developed world, where 60% of roles will be affected. According to the IMF, half of us will benefit from higher productivity, but the other half, the rise of AI could see lower salaries, reduced hiring, and even some jobs disappearing altogether.
12th largest city in the world. Its river is part of the St. Lawrence Seaway. The river brings coal and iron ore to Detroit's mills and factories. And today those mills and factories are producing at an all-time high. giving Detroit an unprecedented prosperity.
In our quest for cheaper labor and increased profitability, we've outsourced jobs to countries where labor costs are a fraction of what they are here. This trend has contributed to job insecurity and reduced career opportunities for workers in developed nations. Entire industries have been hollowed out, leaving workers in developed nations jobless and communities decimated. And now we're doing the same exact thing, just with technology. The truth is stark and unavoidable. Our jobs are up for sale, auctioned off to the highest bidder. Whether that bidder is a robot, an algorithm, or a foreign labor market. This isn't a distant dystopian future. It's our present reality. Automation is no longer a concept of science fiction. It's here, and it's relentless. Robots don't tire, they don't need breaks, and they don't demand wages. Algorithms don't rest and don't negotiate for better working conditions. They simply do the job, faster and cheaper. The implications are profound. Workers are left scrambling to upskill, to stay relevant in a job market that feels like shifting sand beneath their feet. Entire communities face economic decline as industries pack up and leave. Job security becomes an elusive dream. The 9 to 5 disappears.